everyone, welcome to Good Eats with Brit. Today I'll be making a lobster roll with a side dish of potato wedges. This is great for the summer, the warm weather. It's quick and easy, and hopefully you guys enjoy this recipe with me. So stay tuned, keep watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay guys, so to make this dish quick and easy, I'm going to be using this Pier 33 gourmet lobster. It tastes so good and it's really quick and easy to use, honestly. So I'm going to be taking some lemon juice and some water, and I'm just going to be washing off these little lobster tails. So I love washing off my meat and my seafood no matter what. Although it came in a packaging, I love washing off my food. As you can see, I had like a little bit of lobster poop in there. So I'm just going to wash that off, go through each one thoroughly, make sure it's super clean. And I'm going to start prepping for this amazing dish. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're still here watching this video, you guys. Okay, so now that my lobster tails are fully washed, I'm going to pour them back into my bowl, and I'm going to move on to cutting my celery and my onions. So I'm just going to cut up my celery regularly, like nice little slices, and then once I'm done cutting them, I'm going to chop them into small, tiny little bits of pieces. You're going to see. So now I'm chopping up my celery into nice fine pieces. If you want your celery to be like, a little bit more chunkier in your lobster roll, then you can. But for me, I like it to be nice and small and not overwhelming. As you can see, I'm chopping really finely. Like, I want my pieces of celery to be like extra, extra, extra small. So I'm really going in and chopping up the celery. Now that I'm done chopping up my celery, I'm going to move on to this red onion. I love using red onions. If you want, you can use like sweet onions, but me, I love using red onions. So I'm going to chop these up very finely the same way as I did the celery. And I'm just going to add this to my lobster tails. This smells so good, you guys. Okay, so FYI, I'm not the best, when it comes to cutting up my veggies, but I get the job done. So please don't come for me and tell me, you're doing this wrong. I'm pretty sure I am, but listen, it's getting the job done. Okay, so now it's time to add in all this goodness. I'm going to be adding in the celery and the red onions to my lobster tail. And I'm going to be mixing this bad boy up. So from here, I'll be adding some mayo. I like to use Hellman's mayo. As you can see, it looks really pretty. Look at that beautiful color. But yes, I'm going to be using some Hellman's mayo. And I'm just going to take out like a good 2 spoonfuls. Like a good 2 spoons is all right. Or a little extra. But I don't really have like any direct measurements, but take out like a good 3 spoons. That should be like all you need. It all depends honestly on how many people you're trying to serve. I'm doing this for 4 people, so 1 per each person. So I needed 3 spoons and it worked out pretty fine for me. Then I'm going to be adding some salt and black pepper, and I'm just gonna add that in there to give it some, a little pop of flavor. I don't want it to be too overwhelming, but a nice little, seasoning. Now I'm basically just mixing up all the flavors, making sure everything is marinated, everything is good, all the flavors are mixing, and look at that. That's so beautiful. I'm gonna pop that in the refrigerator and on to making these wedges. So I didn't get to fully record myself cutting them up, but I'm gonna be using some of this Moroccan blend oil, and I'm gonna pour that all over the fries, well, the wedges, and then I'll be using some Lawry's seasoning salt, some salt and black pepper, and also some paprika. So after you're done seasoning, don't be afraid to go in with your hands and mix this baby up. So I'm going to mix up these wedges, make sure that every single piece is actually coated, and just make sure everything is looking glossy and seasoned. So I have my baking sheet already lined with parchment paper, and I'm basically going to go in and lay down all of these wedges on the parchment paper so I could pop these bad boys in the oven. So they don't have to be this close. I just made too much and I didn't feel like switching the pan, so I had to make room for all of these wedges. So if you're doing them, you don't have to make them that close. I'm just doing that because I really have no space. And yeah. So this is how they all look after I stuffed them all onto this baking sheet. I'm going to pop them in the oven for 30 minutes at 360 degrees and let them bake. So now on to the fun part. So I'm going to be taking this butter and I'm going to be buttering up my grill, getting the butter all over so that when I place my Martin potato rolls on the grill, that they could get nice, warm, and toasty. I don't want the butter to burn, so I have it on low heat. And I'm just buttering up this pan. You're going to see how golden and delicious these rolls are going to start looking once they start, browning on this grill. So I let them toast on each side for about 5 minutes. So I did 5 minutes on the back and then 5 minutes on the front. And I just let them warm up and get toasty. Look how golden and delicious these buns look already. Oh my gosh. They're going to taste so good, you guys. Wow. Look how golden and delicious these things look. And they smell amazing as well. So now it's time to take them off the grill. And I'm going to start filling them up with my lobster salad. So I'm going to be taking 2 spoonfuls, and I'm going to be spreading that all over the buns. And yes, you guys, we are now coming to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you tried this recipe, please leave a comment down below and let me know how it came out for you. And look at these gorgeous wedges, you guys. If you want, you could use chips, but I wanted to use wedges. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much.